Welcome back to State of Decay 2 and the Salt of the Earth. It has been an exhausting day here at the office. You can see, actually, I've got a new setup here at the office. I've got blue shelves behind me. It's crazy. I've, refocused my camera to show off my blue shelves. I don't have anything on my blue shelves yet. Eventually, I will. I'll have a whole, bunch of YouTuber show-offy stuff back there. And we'll use it for the official State of Decay 2 streams. It'll be great. But no, it's been a really tiring day. Normally, because this is the first day of the month that I'm recording this is February 1st. If you're watching this later on YouTube, it's February something else, probably. But I am, this is normally a day when I would do one of those high pressure bounty streams, but I am just tired and I can't do it anymore. So we're going to have a bounty stream, but it's going to be a lighter, less pressured bounty stream. We're just going to go and try to get some bounties and maybe try out a few things we haven't done before. Like, for instance, La Coalición has been suggesting that I should try to kill a plague heart with an Echo-2 Mamba with a smoke grenade. And so what that means is I'd use a smoke grenade to make myself invisible, and because the Echo-2 Mamba is a sword that makes no sound when you are slashing things, that means that zombies will literally not figure out that I'm there. And so that seems like a kind of a fun thing to try and a little bit low pressure because, it's killing a plague heart a cheesy way that puts me under minimal stress. The question is, which plague heart would I go after with that? Before I do this, I'm going to go get some bounties taken care of and stuff. But let's look around, because one of the things that I did last episode was deliberately choose the starter base so that I could keep all of my cars. I was testing out that workaround. But I don't actually want to stay in the starter base forever. I'd like to have a cool base. And so there's a few different options. We can choose... Now there's the corner office, which is also a small base, but also I don't go there that often. It's kind of neatly positioned, and it's actually kind of one of my favorites in terms of just its concept. Since I'm in a small base already anyway, that might actually be kind of fun to go after the corner office. The other options, of course, include lock and key self-storage. The container fort, we'll probably end up on the container fort at some point. And I think... Okay, more and more distributing is always open, but it's also, I think, where I was... I think this is where Lion's Share is right now. So I don't think I need to be in the same base as Lion's Share. That just feels wasteful to be in the same place with two communities. So, yeah, I think what I want to do is claim the corner office. And so that means killing this plague heart to free it up, which happens to be right next to the bounty broker anyway. So, okay, so in order to do this, I'm going to need to bring with me the equipment that La Coalición is recommending. So it looks like Lank the Bee-Man already has a Mamba in his pants, so we don't need to grab that. He's got some very fancy weaponry. He's got some fire. The thing he doesn't have is smoke. Lank the Bee-Man needs more smoke, so let's bring him some smoke. He can carry a lot of smoke, this guy. Okay, so La Coalición is giving me some advice. He's suggesting that when I throw this smoke grenade, I should make sure that I don't just put it, directly on top of the plague heart, because that might not give me enough room to escape it when it breathes out gas. What I probably want to do is put it a little bit in front of the plague heart, so there's room for me to maneuver around in front of it, rather than just having to stick really, really close to it all the time. Let me see here. Oh, Cogs is suggesting that because I already have some infection, I should probably try to treat that. That's a good point. Do I already have an infirmary set up? I think I do. Oh, I don't have a mod on there. I probably could put a mod on there. What kind of mods do we have available? Cast making kit, which I think is unnecessary past a certain point. Oh, crafting discount for painkillers. I think free instant health recovery. That seems cool. Let's go with that. Free instant health recovery. But the thing we actually came here to do was... I forgot where it was. Infection therapy. Just one plague sample, and my character is no longer infected. That's a good idea. Thank you for the suggestion. Let me see. Oh, so Mad Max says, can you make a spot for streamers so that their video doesn't have to be on top of something? That is something I wish we had done in State of Decay 2. And it is something that we have thought about. I mean, again, can't give you any details about State of Decay 3, but that is something that we talk about is, when someone is streaming our game, where does their head belong? And can we come up with a place? There's a nice consistent place where everyone can put their head, ideally along the bottom of the screen, because whereas I like to float in a box, I just prefer to float in a box. Some people really like having a green screen, and when you're on a green screen, you always look better coming up from the bottom. And so if there's a spot on the bottom of the screen where it's easy to stick somebody's head, whether they're in a box or just superimposed, that would be ideal. So no promises, but that is something that we think about, and it's worthwhile because, the more awkward you make the game for a streamer to play, the less likely a streamer is going to want to play your game, and we benefit from people streaming our game. There's a lot of games where it feels like, if people stream it a little bit too much, they kind of remove some of the impetus for people to play it, especially very story-driven games. That could be a problem. But for a game like ours, where it's all about just sort of your personal journey through the game and just the random, crazy situations you get into, we only benefit from people streaming the game, and so we absolutely should make it as easy for streamers as possible. One thing I definitely want to do is, so I need to craft 180 for one of these bounties that I've got. I need to craft 180 bolts. So how can I do that as quickly as possible? It looks like if I do this 6 times, that will work. 2, 3, excuse me. Pardon me. What was I doing? That just blanked my mind. Okay, yes, we're doing this. I think I need to do 2 more of these. Yes. Okay, so we completed that bounty. We still need to kill some juggernauts with assault weapons. Luckily, I have a really nice assault weapon with a lot of bullets in it and a fair amount of power. What do I have installed? A network professional break. So, yeah, this is a good weapon to go after juggernauts with. If we encounter a juggernaut, we will try to destroy it. We will also go after a plague heart with that Mamba, and we will try to claim some bounties that would benefit from us killing that plague heart and the juggernaut if we can find him. So Cogs always has a preference, and he wishes that the way that streaming worked involved sending my face cam to just as one video feed and my gameplay as a second video feed. If there's ever a streaming service that decides to offer that as an option, that sounds pretty cool. I mean, you would need, basically I need like twice the bandwidth to be sending 2 videos instead of 1. And so there's probably a lot of people for whom that would just be prohibitive. But if any streaming service wants to offer that as an option, that's cool. I do kind of enjoy setting up my little presentation here, but I could see people wanting to do that so that people could, split up and not be covering the gameplay. Because the alternative is you make a whole big frame around it, have the gameplay be smaller while I'm like off to the side, and I don't love the way that looks. Kind of gives that sort of headline news feeling to it, so that's not really my favorite. I think I'm equipped to go and do what we need to do. Oh, wait a minute. We've got a juggernaut right there. So what I'm thinking is, step 1, let's go fight this juggernaut. So the Coalition points out that the weapon I'm carrying right now is the most powerful 5.56 weapon. Plus, I've got a break on it. And I think the break I've got is actually particularly powerful, too. So I think this should probably go pretty well. Hey, buddy! The only problem is it's very loud. Which means we got friends coming in. There we go. Oh, shoot! Okay. Get dead. All right. Well, that was a lot of bullets, but luckily this is the Salt of the Earth community, and their whole deal is having a lot of bullets. So we're going to go back inside. We're going to grab our bullets, and then we're going to go out again. Orthouse was reminding me, get the last hit with the rifle. I almost screwed that up. Like, I wasn't thinking at first that, you know, about the fact that my job right then was not just kill a juggernaut. Oh, right. I need to grab a lot more of this. It wasn't just kill a juggernaut. It was kill a juggernaut with an assault weapon. And that means that the actual final kill has to be with the assault weapon. I can't just take it. I can't have, you know, its entire health bar taken down all the way by the assault rifle and then I stab it in the head to kill it. That doesn't count. The final kill, the final shot to the head has to be multiple shots from an assault rifle. Ari Twitch said, I almost forgot that too. Yeah, like basically it would have been completely par for the course for me to have messed that up. So thank you for the reminder, Orthouse. It turns out I did actually end up remembering, but that was not a guarantee. Okay, so we're going to head down this way. We're going to turn right after the bridge fort. We're going to go up to the bounty broker, and we're going to grab some bounties. Grab my favorite little white car. Yay, let there be light. Zedric says that he always delegates kill X with Y bounties to the people at his base. That's interesting. So basically you arm your followers with the required weapons and then just basically get near the enemy or bring the enemy to you and then just let them do all of that killing for you. That does actually kind of make sense. It certainly, when you've got, you know, a juggernaut in your base, it is more likely to get shot by surrounding people than it is to get stabbed in the head by you. And so stabbing it in the head by you, if that's the method you're supposed to use, it's actually easy to miss that opportunity because they're just going to shoot the guy. I'm trying to remember the best way to get to the bounty broker here in Cascade Hills. It's up here someplace, right? Oh, excuse me. Oh, I drove right by him. He's up this way. Yeah. Hey there, Knight82. Welcome to our stream. Thanks for chatting with us for the first time. Okay, so let's grab ourselves a facility mod, and then... Okay, yeah, so the Trumbull Valley pack is the one that unlocks this month, I suppose. This is February 2024. And so we've got a few options here. I'm trying to see if any of these... Okay, so none of these really play directly into what I'm trying to do. I've got one for killing plague hearts, but it's killing plague hearts with explosives, which isn't the method I'm planning to use. I'm planning to use a sword. So I'll leave that one off. Zombies with a pistol, easy to do, but I don't have a pistol. Just using gas cans, sure. Screamers with crossbows while crouched. I can do that. There's a bunch of screamers around my base. That wouldn't be that hard to do once I went home. Ferals with a shotgun. I just did that once. I'm going to be summoning more ferals probably. So, yeah, I'll grab that one. There's collecting materials. It's just easy to do passively. Kill 15 hordes. Yeah, let's grab kill 15 hordes. And we'll keep our eye out for those. Knight82, no, I don't usually have randos from my chat come join me in the game, but I appreciate the invite. Okay, so Zedric says, yeah, if the bounty is something like kill Juggernaut with a blade, then I'll just have my people only have blades. So that no matter what, if somebody kills a Juggernaut, they don't mess it up. Yeah, so that's a problem I have sometimes. Because I don't do that, if I've got my community around me, it's very common for me to miss opportunities because they will kill an enemy in the wrong way. So I can totally see the value of hedging your bets by making sure that all of your people, if they kill a zombie, will kill the zombie in the way that you want for the bounty. So where was this? Ah, it's further down. Okay, so La Coalición was suggesting something. All right. All right, here's the plan. We've got a plague heart here, and there's no zombies in the house right now. So what I want to do is kill this plague heart without raising any suspicions at all. So what I've got here in my inventory is the Echo-2 Mamba, a silent sword. And I've also got, manufactured at the rural police station in Meager Valley, smoke grenades. So what I'm going to do is fire off a smoke grenade here in the lobby. So I'm totally invisible. And then I'm going to go ham on this plague heart with my sword. Now, we can hear the sounds that this sword is making because it makes sounds for us. It's actually making no sounds for the zombies. You can hear zombies coming in. They're swarming in, coming to the plague heart's defenses. Oh, crap. Crap. Okay. The smoke grenade runs out. You need to replenish it. Okay, this time I'm going to preemptively throw one to replenish it. Oh, crap. Oh, it's still gassy. It's still gassy. So, ferals have a little bit of easier time finding you. Okay, okay, okay. We just did it. Oh, crap. Sorry. I was looking at the wrong screen. So I've got this weird habit sometimes when I'm talking to the camera of looking at my OBS preview, which is over here, which has input lag. And so I totally had monstrous input lag when I was going after that feral. I needed to remember, wait, no, my actual Xbox screen is over here. All right, so that feral did figure out where we were, but even he didn't really understand it until after I got out of there. Because I was using the Mamba, which made no sounds, and I was using that the smoke grenades, no zombies actually attacked me during that Plague Heart battle. So, okay, yeah, so look, I think, so La Coalición, I'm getting the impression that basically each tier of the, Plague Heart's health requires one smoke grenade for me to hide during it. So I should expect to bring like 3 smoke grenades to take down a Plague Heart this way. Oh, get away from me, you jerk. Get away. All right, well, we've cleared that up. I already spent like an entire episode like outfitting my base, so I do want to move into the corner office, but maybe this is not the episode to do it. Maybe instead I should go out hunting ferals and hunting hordes. And actually I should put that in there. Let's go out hunting ferals and hordes. Are there any Now, I know there were a bunch of zombies around my base. None of them were ferals. There is a horde here. And there's a horde there. So I guess that's a place we could start. It'd be nice if there were more around here, though. I guess the fact that I just killed a plague heart probably killed a lot of the, you know, potential hordes around here. Oh, La Coalition is pointing out that I don't need to actually kill an entire heart, but I can use a heart as bait to go after a feral. That's true, because hearts will actually... Basically, they reliably summon a feral at some point during the fight. So if I take out another heart, I will get the chance to kill another feral. You know what? That's a good plan. And now that I'm more of an expert in it, I think I might even be able to do a better YouTube short about this. So maybe I should introduce the entire thing from scratch again. Now, was it good that I had this? That I had the headlights pointed at it last time? The lighting when you do that. Oh, come on. The lighting is always just a little suspect. Get off my car, you butt. I'm not a big fan of this lighting because it's just so bright and over the top. But it also makes it a little easier to see. So I think I might actually do this. Okay, let's do this again. All right, here's my plan. I'm going to take down this plague heart without a single zombie seeing me. Step 1, throw a smoke grenade. Step 2, I'm going to use my Echo-2 Mamba to carve it in little tiny bits. And the thing that's nice about the Echo-2 Mamba is it makes no sound. We can hear the sound, but actually, as far as the zombies are concerned, it is completely silent. Oh, crap. But it turns out these zombies have figured out that I'm here. Okay, hold on. Oh, this didn't go well. Ah. I'm not sure exactly what went wrong there. Clearly I maybe left the bounds of the smoke, or otherwise messed things up. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. So these guys, they all saw me before the smoke. Okay, fine. Dang, these guys are really going crazy on me. Like, I don't feel like I'm accustomed to zombies attacking me with that kind of frequency. That was kind of crazy. Oh, of course, it's a freaking... Yeah, so Ranithcord is suggesting that probably the placement of the smoke was probably part of the problem, too. That because I sort of threw it really close to the plague heart, it could have gone in a wall. It could have had just a very short area of effect. Okay. And now there's a bloater. Get away from me. Get away from me. Okay. Come on. How much more damage do I need to do? There we go. Okay. I thought that was going to make me look cooler than it did. It didn't. But that's fine. Yeah, we got some valuable stuff here. Let's grab it. Let's grab it and go. Orthouse is shocked that I have stamina items. Yeah, reputationally, that is not a thing I usually have, but This time, for some reason, I don't know. I just got lucky. Happened to have loaded this character up. Hey, Bridge Fort. I love the Bridge Fort. So, what do you think the title of this video should be? I'm thinking a mamba in my pants. All right, so let's see. We got these guys up here. Some kind of horde. Oh. Are these guys part of the horde? Probably not. Oh, those guys are the horde. So can I reverse up this hill? Yes, because it's a muscle car. Nope, because I'm bad at things. Okay, yeah. Car's not doing great. That just seemed easier than all the alternatives, considering how low my health is. We got another horde over here. All right, here we go. Okay, I'll get out to deal with the rest of you. Oh, you guys thought I was using that car because I had to. You didn't know I was a badass. All right. So, Cogs is wondering what we call State of Decay 3 at the office. Because, you know, it might have a code name, it might have... You know, we often call it the next game when we're talking on the air, that sort of thing. Sometimes we'll just refer to it as the secret project, even though it's not a secret. We just call it State of Decay 3. Pretty simple. Oh, wait, this is not a parking spot. This is a parking spot. Let's remove this car from the parking spot. And then we can use it as a parking spot. I'm sorry that my answer wasn't entertaining enough for you, Cogs. All right. Now we're parked. Now we can send stuff into the base. Oh, we don't have room for storage materials? Oh, I mean, we don't have enough storage for materials is what I meant to say. There we go. All right. I guess, you know, I'm going to head into the base. And let's heal ourselves. And I've already got a repair kit in the car, but since I'm in here anyway, let's just grab a cheaper repair kit to use that. So Cogs really likes the fact that he knows that Cascade Hills was originally called Amethyst. Yeah, so all of our maps in State of Decay 2 had names. They were basically named after minerals or gemstones. So Cascade Hills here was the first map. It was called Amethyst. Drucker County was called Basalt. Meager Valley was called Copper, I believe. And then, what was the next one? Providence Ridge. What did we call that? I forgot what we called Providence Ridge. What was its name? Trumbull Valley was Faustite, and we skipped the letter E. So it was D something. I forgot what it was. Dang it. The Coalition was like, who was the Steven Universe fan on the team? It wasn't. I don't think it was a Steven Universe reference. It was just a pattern for code names, because that actually, like, when you're trying to come up with a good code name for something, usually what you want to do is motivate your code name by something other than the thing that you're making. So you just pick something else and use that as a source for code names, because otherwise you'll have a temptation to give things code names that that directly reflect what they are, and then it makes your code names guessable. And so if you just choose another thing and make all of your code names about that, then that's a little bit easier. It's easier to sort of to make them be completely orthogonal to the thing they're supposed to be representing. Okay, so we've got some more hordes out there, and I'm trying to kill things with kill hordes, so why don't we go out and deal with that? I'm very disappointed that I cannot think of what the code name of Providence Ridge was. Like, it's completely left my mind. Wait, we got 3 of these guys. Are they a horde? Wait, I wasn't even watching the numbers. Did I get credit for killing a horde for killing those guys or not? I couldn't tell, because I forgot to check what the number was before. Oh, we just woke the nearest plague heart because we were killing a bunch of zombies around it. Well, that makes sense. And it looks like we've actually got a couple of hordes nearby. One of them might have been spawned by the plague heart already, as far as I know. Oh, we got a bloater. Okay, everybody. Okay, oh, dang it. Man. These guys have just been aggressive lately. Like, I got accustomed to the idea, and maybe this was just me misremembering, that zombies tended to kind of line up like Bruce Lee villains and, like, take turns shooting you. Or take turns hitting it, like smacking at you, but not actually like piling up like that. Like lately I've been getting a lot of zombies just hitting me one after another so quickly. They're just wearing my health down. There's another horde. So I think one of the reasons why, and I could be misremembering this, but I think one of the reasons why plague zombies come in these groups of these very small groups of like 4 was because basically I think that you establish the mix of zombies on the map just at a very broad level. Like the map has got like sort of areas that are more dense, areas that are lighter, but generally the zombies are largely evenly distributed across the map. And there's rules for how frequently different freaks show up and stuff like that. But when a plague heart is nearby, it changes the mix and it adds a lot of plague zombies into the mix. But I think there might have been some challenges around changing the population in too many different ways. And so I think that one of the ways that a plague heart makes sure that there are plague zombies around it is it spawns hordes of plague hearts, which are, I think, treated a little differently. I don't know. I had it in my head that there was a reason why they needed to be hordes, but I've actually kind of forgotten what that reason was. And so maybe I'm making stuff up off the top of my head and has no bearing on reality. And that's the thing about working on a big, complicated game like State of Decay. Nobody actually knows how everything works. So you end up with sort of like, oh, well, there's a bunch of hordes. Oh, this was a great idea. Waking up this plague heart was the best plan. Because I think it's just making hordes appear like just, I don't know. Can't think of the right analogy. Because I actually came up with like 3 really good analogies today in meetings. And as a result, my analogy coming up with Brain is just completely trashed. And I can't do it anymore. So wait, where? Okay, there's some kind of horde off to my right. Can I get to it this way? Oh, there's 2 hordes over here. What? Wow. Yeah, 2 entire hordes. So yeah, You get credit for killing a horde when you've killed all but one of the zombies, I think. Because when you have one zombie, it's not a horde anymore. And so while technically the zombies that were designated, if you drew a circle around them and designated them as the horde, there's still a zombie left that was in that circle. So you could make an argument that the horde isn't dead yet. As a horde, it's dead because it's no longer a horde when there's only one. Yeah, it's feeling like I could just hang out around this plague cart and just kill a million hordes. At the cost of my car, but whatever, it's fine. There we go. Wow. That was so fast. Okay, so I think we've learned something, which is if you want to kill a bunch of hordes quickly for a bounty... Oh, gosh, it's a bloater. If you want to kill a bunch of hordes really quickly, hang out around a plague cart. Wake up a plague cart and hang out around that plague cart, and you will eventually get a bunch of hordes. That was awesome. Let's go back and claim our prize. Unfortunately, we have not seen a juggernaut. And we're short one feral. I would love to be able to complete all of these bounties at once. None of them spawned around my base while I wasn't looking, did they? Nope. Oh, get off. Get off my car, you big dummy. All right, there you go. So Cogs points out that if we have good enough documentation, we shouldn't need to know things about the game. And that is true. That is actually one of my jobs, is creating that documentation and making sure it's good enough that we actually can refer to it. The thing is, like, it's always tough. It's very easy to devalue documentation, and legitimately so, because it can be so it can get out of date so quickly. Like, as you're developing a game, you're always just learning new things about that game that you didn't know when you started, and that means that you need to change the game. So the documentation you wrote always gets out of date. And the question is, you know, are you writing your documentation as a plan to make the game, or are you writing the documentation as a record of what you did? And I think that it's healthier actually to think of it as a record. Like, basically work out how the mechanics should work in a conversation with people, in a meeting or something like that, and think of the documentation as being the documentation of that meeting, the minutes of the meeting. And if you think of it as documentation, and if you think of it as a record, then as you're making changes to the game, that's also, you're in conversation with the game. And as you are editing the game, making changes to the game, think of that as being part of the same conversation. And as you're going through it, document the changes that you're making, and keep up with those minutes of the meeting. And then people will absolutely have something to work with, to reference. Here, I'm gonna go kill some screamers with a crossbow. Lank the bee-man is tired, so it's good to bring him home anyway. At some point I should kill this plague cart, but I'm kind of amused by the idea of leaving it for a future session. And Cogs points out that, yeah, it's a bad idea to rely on a person as the, as the source of all information on something, rather than documentation, because a lot of things can happen to a person. We call it the bus problem, meaning that if the person is hit by a bus, then you lose something irreplaceable. Not just because obviously people are irreplaceable, but also if there's information in their head that no one else had, then their loss has a big impact. We're not really thinking about someone getting hit by a bus. That's fairly uncommon, but it's the dramatic analogy that we use to say if anything could happen. Somebody could just leave the company. They could find a better opportunity elsewhere, jump at it, and then you're left without a person that actually knew critical stuff about your game. And so, yeah, so that's happened to us before. Like, there are people that we had to keep in contact with after they left our company because they just knew things that no one else knew, and we had to check in with them in order to find them out. And that works a lot better when, someone leaves voluntarily and has a friendly relationship with the company. There's other ways that people can leave a company that don't go as well, and if they had critical information, then, you know, you're doubly hosed. But you don't have to think about it in those negative ways. There's lots of positive ways that a person can be no longer available. And so you always have to have a backup for stuff. And as a responsible person, you should be creating a backup of your own stuff in case you get hit by a bus. Okay, so let's, again... I know there's already a repair kit in there, so I'm just going to grab an extra one, and then... Oh, yeah, one thing I was going to do was... I should just... Here, I'm going to do that repair, and then I'll switch characters. We'll grab somebody else. We'll grab a crossbow, and we'll at least go take out some... We'll go take out some screamers. So who wants to be my crossbow person? Sinjin? Why not? Round of the Cord says, so you're saying that if you don't share the information you know about the product that you're working on, they won't be able to fire you. They will still fire you. Like, if there's a reason to fire you, they will still fire you. I don't think I've ever seen someone just kept around because they knew special information. Now, so that's not going to actually save you. What it's going to do is just make them, you know, feel bad about it. And maybe that's your goal. I don't know. Personally, I prefer for even if they, for whatever reason, decided to let me go, I would prefer for them to think, wow, we didn't deserve that awesome guy who left us with such useful documentation, even though we horribly mistreated him and fired him. He was still awesome. And don't we feel guilty? That's... I don't want to make people feel stupid for firing me because I had them over a barrel. I want them to feel guilty for firing me because I was such a mensch. That's how I want that to go. So I guess let's go after this guy first. Huh. Dick is at my base. If you wanted to know where that was, my base is the place to find it. That's... While crouched! Well, good thing there's a bunch of screamers. In fact, there's one even closer. Oh, and a... Oh, wait, I don't have a... Crap. There's a feral here, and I don't have a shotgun. Let's go. I think I know what my sidearm should be. Let's see if I've got a nice little shorty shotgun out there. Round of the Cord, when I'm talking about, like, feeling stupid for firing me versus feeling guilty for firing me, he's like, why not both? I mean, if you can orchestrate both, that's cool. In the context we're talking about, I was trying to frame it as a dichotomy. Maybe it was a false dichotomy. Let's get down all the way to the shotgun zone. Sawed off. There we go. And then shells. Okay. And then, oh wait, I think I'm carrying still bullets for the pistol that I had. Don't need those anymore. Okay. Anyway, let's get back out there. Really? Okay. So first, we will crouch and take out this screamer. Cog says that he thought I was hit by a bus due to my lack of tweets today. No, basically, today was just so many meetings back to back. I realized that I tweet way too much, and it is easy to think of it as like, if I'm alive, I'm tweeting, and therefore, if I'm not tweeting, I must be dead. That's a reasonable assumption, based on the frequency of my tweets. Oh, right. Sorry. For a second, I thought I was still playing Link. And Link can hit the Y button and just murder a zombie. That is not how Sinjin rolls. He has got his fireman's axe. He's got a whole different thing going on. Okay. So now we've got another screamer. How high do I need to aim this from back here? Gonna crouch and... That was too high. I don't like having that thing on him. Okay. I also don't like having that thing on me. All right. Okay, let's see if we can make this. Yes! Perfect. Well done. I forgot how to uncrouch. It's like that. Okay. We got these guys up on the hill. And we've got an infestation up there. I wonder if I can sneakily take out that infestation while I'm there. That'll be more screamers. I don't need more screamers. I only need the one. Oh. Crap. All right, he set all of his friends off. And here I am, a fireman with no fire. Not seeing. Okay, well, first off, aha, there he is. Infestation cleared. Sorta. Yeah! Look at that. More crossbow penetration shenanigans. I don't know why I carry anything else. All right, I don't even need that screamer. All right, so if I could just... Here, I'm going to head back home. There's still not a juggernaut around. That's making me sad. Hey, kids. Oh, you can't reach me, can ya? Do they know where I am? Cog says when a non-freak zombie appears to scream, they're actually yawning. I mean, yeah, it does feel like we don't quite have the sound you would expect lined up for that situation. You may be right. All right, let's put this guy back to normal here. So he was carrying like a red Talon fancy gun, right? Something like that. Or like maybe a restored Echo gun. I think it might have been a restored Echo gun. And I think he was grabbing like this police thing, except I kind of want this Echo thing for that roll too. So we got 45 and 9mm. Carry some of each. Should definitely carry some fire. Okay. So Actually, wait. If I want to fight a Juggernaut, I need a fancier gun than that. Of course, there's no guarantee I'll find a Juggernaut. It's been a while. I should head out pretty soon to just like go home. But oh wait, I've got another Masterwork assault rifle and a network DIY. Let's go network DIY this time. Network uses the NATO 5.56 rounds. Red Talon uses 7.62. Let's see. Yeah, see, last time there was a Juggernaut just spawned right near my base, and that was so convenient. There's not another Juggernaut around. And there isn't a reliable way to make a Juggernaut spawn. That's just sad. It's sad. I want a Juggernaut to spawn. Oh, well. You know what? I'm just going to go take out my frustrations on this Screamer. Hey, buddy. Nope. Nope. No. Stop it. Stop it. I'm going to train you out of this behavior. Fine. I gave you so many chances. Dr. Lockenstein is like, you're going to start a zombie obedience course? I guess so, yeah. All right. I'm just screwing around to see if a Juggernaut spawns nearby, but that doesn't seem like it's happening. So, you know what? We're low on time. I need to head out, try to catch a bus. So let's just, let's call this done for the day. Let's get St. John back inside. Hello, sir. That is way closer to that guy than I intended to get. All right, well, that's a good... Sorry, I think I just... I want to, like, turn the HUD off and just get this, like, really, really close. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm in a weird mood, everybody. I'm just very, very tired. So I guess we'll wrap this up. There's a subscribe button and links to other videos. Next time, of course, we play with the Salt of the Earth. That's going to go up there. And I guess I'll see you later.